Hi guys, this is a fun and energizing flow. It can be really nice to do something like this first thing in the morning to get some movement into your body, get the heart rate going, feel some endorphins, and just simply to connect to the body, connect to the breath. So what I want you to do is come into any comfortable seated position. You can grab a block or a pillow or something to prop yourself up, cross your legs, or like me, come onto your knees. Whatever is comfortable, because we're going to sit here for a moment and breathe before we start to move. And I want you to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and we're going to take 3 grounding breaths together. Take a deep inhale, feel the belly rise, breathe the chest out, front, back to the sides, and all the way up to the collarbones, and then gently let it go. Again, deep breath in, create that space in your body. And exhale, release. Last time, breathing in and letting go. And then I want you to continue having your eyes closed and breathing in that way. And I'm going to start the class with a reading by a good friend of mine, Mario Whitman, all about connection. In order to find peace, love, and belonging, we must find these things within ourselves first. Inside of us lives 2 voices, one that uplifts and empowers, one that limits and belittles. The one we end up listening to is the one we feed the most. Those of us that dream big and pursue our purpose are often the ones that encounter life's greatest obstacles. Life challenges us so that we may become the people that we need to be for the life we want to live. Our struggles have purpose. Every experience is an opportunity to grow, so dream big without boundaries. Choice is the most powerful thing we own. Embrace the journey you're on. Know that there'll be messy parts, trust the process, and know that at any point you can choose to change direction. We are the authors of our own narrative, and our stories matter. Our ability to share our story helps us forge connection. Connect with who you are. Connect with those around you. Connect with moments that matter. Connect with the life you want to be living. So before opening your eyes, take a massive breath in and then let it go. Still with the eyes closed, bring your hands over your heart. Start to rub the palms together. Create some heat between the palms. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, bring that heat onto your heart and dedicate this practice to someone you love, someone that lifts you up, someone that makes you stronger. Then slowly blink the eyes open. Wherever you are, come into a cross-legged position. And maybe, as I said, on that block or bolster or pillow. And bring your right fingertips down onto the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm straight up, and exhale, take a little bend over to the right. Really stretching from this left hip all the way through the left fingertips. Inhale brings you back to center, and exhale takes you to the other side. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, take it over. Inhale through center, and exhale to the other side. Then inhale brings you back up. Your left hand comes onto your right knee. Your right arm reaches right back behind you. Reach the fingertips away and think about creating space through the spine. So lifting up through the crown of your head, growing tall. Then next exhale, gently start to bring that right hand up and overhead. Stretching. Imagine you've got pencils on your fingers and you're drawing the biggest arc you can, all the way over until finally you reach your left knee. Release the head. Take a little sway side to side. And then inhale brings you up, but keep that cross of the arm, and you're going to cross your hands around each other. Inhale, lift the elbows, and exhale, curl in. Inhale, breathe the elbows up. Hug belly button to spine as you exhale, fold in. Inhale, breathing up, release the arms, draw them up, up, up. Then palms meet and exhale, hands come to your heart. This time your right hand comes onto your left knee. Reach the left fingertips back behind you. Create length through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, stretch the fingers all the way up, drawing that huge arc overhead, feeling the stretch all the way through your left side body until finally the hand meets knee and you bow your head. Take a little sway side to side. As you inhale, bring yourself up, wrap the arms around each other, lift the elbows. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up, releasing the hands, reaching all the way up. And exhale, hands come to your heart center. Eyes are closed. Feel that connection of your body to the earth. Feel the energy rising up. Notice throughout this flow, stay with your breath. Stay present in this moment. The next 10-20 minutes are just for you. Be here now. So blinking the eyes open, roll over your knees and come into all fours. Let's start by waking up the spine. So your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Push down through the hands, slightly drag them towards you. Exhale, round through the back, push the hands into the earth, hug the belly up, reach, reach, reach. Then inhale one more time, breathe the chest open, arch the spine, and exhale, navel to spine, push the hands into the earth, push all the way up. Coming back to neutral now. Very often in this neutral position, we're like, yeah, this is easy, we hang out. I don't want you to hang out, I want you to push your hands into the mat. Rotate them out, so dial the hands out, get the shoulders switched on, those rotator cuffs working really stable. Draw the belly in, draw the ribs down, hug the hip points towards each other, lift the pelvic floor, lower belly up and in. Feel strong before you start to move. Then slide those right toes back behind you, they don't leave the ground yet. And then as you exhale, lift the leg, but from your right glute. Make that glute work. Really bring your brain into it and make it turn on. Bend the knee, keeping the knee at right angle, start to pulse that leg. You're keeping the pelvis really stable and you're simply moving by using that gluteal muscle. And be mindful, because sometimes our leg likes to go out like that because our hamstring starts to want to take over. So make sure that glute works. Our glutes can be super lazy. Mine are definitely included. So 3 more here. 3, 2, 1. Then hold it here. See if you can lift the left fingertips and reach them back. Either hold it, like grab back towards each other, or if your hand can connect the foot, do that. Push one into the other, squeeze that glute, breathe the chest forward. Keep your neck nice and neutral. Opening through the heart, feels really good. Then as you exhale, you're going to let go of that foot and your left hand is going to drop down. Your right hand is going to pick up and you're going to come into a modified side plank. Now your toes can stay exactly where they are on the left side, or you can kickstand your leg out if you need a bit more stability. And then from here, you're just going to hold it and start to pulse again. And you should really feel this in the side of your glutes. Keep a lift through the waist. Keep that dialing out of the hand to secure your shoulder. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Now really slowly with control, step that right foot forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, lifts you up, high lunge. As you exhale, sweep your arms back, bring the chest forward, your legs stay exactly where they are, coming into a little hinge. Your core is super engaged, your inner thighs hugging in towards each other, legs are energized. Inhale, reach the arms up, then exhale, bring your hands to your heart as you slowly shift the weight forward and lift that left leg. Holding it here, let's bend the knee. Let's get the glutes working on that left side. So you're going to start to pulse your left leg, exactly as we did before, really bringing the grain into that left glute, firing it up, feeling that energy, feeling energized. For 3, Core still on for 2 and 1. Inhale, bring that left knee in towards your body. You're going to wrap it round into eagle legs. So you can either kickstand that foot, coming onto the toes, if you need a bit more balance, or you can wrap it all the way around. Your arms come up, left hand comes under, and bring the arms back into those eagle shaped. Inhale, lift the elbows, then exhale, sit down that little bit more. Again, your glutes are firing, and imagine a line being drawn through the center of your body, like a midline, and you're hugging everything in. And it can help to imagine there's a brick between your thighs and squeeze it in towards each other. And then keeping the arms where they are, if you can, slowly start to unravel that left leg, sending it back through Warrior 3 just for a moment, then bringing the foot down into kind of Warrior 1 leg. So the back toes are turned out. You're going to energize through the feet. Inhale, lift the elbows, and exhale, bring the body down in between that right leg, and then let the head go. Your core is engaged, your legs are feeling strong. You can kind of push the feet in opposite directions and lift through the arches. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale brings you up. Unravel the arms and turn towards your left, your toes coming at 45. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, sit into your goddess pose. So your knees are going to want to come in, keep pushing them out. It captures the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and just hold it here. Close your eyes and feel like a goddess. Feel your strength. And for a moment, check in with your pelvis. Check that you're not tucking or sticking your tailbone out. Keep that nice neutral position. Keep the energy flow or flowing all the way through your body. Holding here for 1 more breath. Breathing in, breathing out. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up. Windmill the hands, frame the front foot, step back into a plank, and then take it into our first downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet, swing the hips, whatever feels good. Right here, right now. And then when you're ready, let's find a little bit of stillness and re-find our strength in this pose. So spread the fingers, push them really firmly into the mat. Dial the hands out just as you did in that tabletop. Stabilize through the shoulders. Don't feel that sinking, feel that stability. Hug the ribs in towards your body. Like, imagine my hands on the front of your ribs, on the back of your body, and squeezing you in like a sandwich. Lift the sit bones high, draw the heels down, energy through the legs. And again, you can have a bend in the knees, that's absolutely fine. Breathing here for 1 more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, slowly drop your knees onto the ground. We're going to move to the other side. So your body is strong before you start to move, then you're going to slide those left toes back. Lift from the glute, then kick that foot in towards you and start to pulse. Being mindful of keeping the pelvis neutral, keeping that back leg at as near to 90 degrees as you can, not letting that foot go away from you. Notice that you are pulsing from your glute. Try not to let that hamstring take over. Pulsing here for 5. Core turned on 4. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Stop the pulsing. Reach the right hand back. Grab the foot if you can, or reach towards it. If you have the foot, push one into the other. Breathe the chest forward. Keeping that neck nice and neutral. Keep the connection to your core. Don't let the ribs pop. Keep drawing them down. And then as you exhale, slowly release the foot. Your right hand comes down this time. Your left hand reaches up into that modified side plank. And then start to pulse here. You can slightly turn your left toes in if you're feeling it really along the side of your leg instead of in the glute. So that will help your glute medius work even more, having that slight internal rotation. Pulsing for 3, for 2, and 1. Again, from the core, really slowly stepping that left foot to the front of your mat. And you're going to inhale, lift all the way up, high lunge. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, shoot the arms back into your hinge. Core super strong, don't let the ribs pop. Energize through the legs, through the fingers. Inhale, breathe the arms back up, and then as you exhale, hands come to your heart. Bring those right toes up. Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Flex the foot, kick the foot up, and then start to pulse. Right glute super strong. Pulsing here. Do not worry if you wobble. This side is definitely my most wobbly. It's definitely my weaker side. We all have a weaker side. And then inhale, bring that knee in towards you. Wrap it over the left leg. Arms come up. Right arm comes underneath left, back to your eagle pose. Inhale, lift the elbows, then exhale. Ooh, I've lost my balance. Sitting down that little bit more. Everything hugging into center. Stay with your breath. Hug everything in for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, unravel the leg. Mindfully coming back through that warrior 3 and then stepping your foot back towards your humble warrior. So back foot flat down, and then at about 45 degrees, I've lost my words. Inhale, lift the elbows, and exhale, folding forwards. In between the legs, inner thighs hugging in. Feet pushing away from each other, length through the spine, then let the head go. Come back to your breath, to your body. Next, inhale brings you all the way up. You guys are going to spiral around to the right. I'm going to come and face you. We're going to go back towards our goddess pose. Sitting down into the goddess, closing the eyes, hugging the shoulder blades in towards each other, strength in the core, breathing here, feeling that power inside, feeling the energy coursing through our body, feeling our inner strength. Inhale, this time straighten the legs. Then you're going to turn your toes, your heels, out. So your feet are about parallel, or your toes are slightly turned in. Bring your hands behind you, interlace the fingers at your sacrum, so the lowest part of your back. And then hug the elbows in towards each other. And then start to straighten the arms and hinge forward from the hips. Really feeling a nice opening through the shoulders, through the back side of the body. And then, again, not worry about what it looks like. Simply noticing how it feels in your body. Never working into pain. Simply breathing here. Then as you inhale, come all the way up. Core strong. Release the hands. And you're going to wimble the hands down and come back one last time. Downward facing dog. You can choose. You can take a child's pose if you need one. You can stay in your downward facing dog. Or you can slowly lower the forearms and take a dolphin pose, bringing the hands together if you wish. If you need some more opening through the shoulders, tiptoeing the feet in. And again, finding that lift through the sit bones, grounding down through the forearms, and connect to your core, connect to your center. Ribs draw down, core is strong. 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Everyone, wherever you are, slowly dropping the knees, making your way into child's pose. Closing your eyes and coming back to that breath we did at the beginning. This time really visualizing the ribs on the back of your body and breathing them up towards the ceiling, creating that space, slowing the breath down, slowing the heart rate. Inhale, slowly tiptoe all the way up. And come round to sit on your mat. Let's bring our left foot by our right hip and step the right leg over. If this is too much, you can straighten that left leg. Bring the right fingertips behind you. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Exhale, you take a little twist. So really length through the crown of the head. Do what feels good with the neck. So maybe keeping it neutral or slightly gazing over that right shoulder. Keep hugging the lower belly in and finding that extension through the spine. As you exhale, take a little counter twist over to the left. Then coming back to center, straighten the right leg out about 45 degrees. Your left foot comes into your thigh. Your right arm comes down and you're going to open. So really open through that left shoulder. You'll feel the opening through your left hip as well. And then reach the hand over. So this isn't about touching your toes. That's not the point. It doesn't matter if you're touching your toes or a million miles away. It's that feeling of space in your side body. So breathing here, reaching here for 3, or 2, or 1. Inhale, brings you all the way up. Plant that left hand behind you, sweep the right arm up, taking a side stretch, then exhale, straight back down. Bring the soles of your feet together to Baddha Konasana, so opening your legs like a diamond, take hold of your feet like a little book. Inhale, breathe the chest up and exhale, hinging from the hips again, folding forwards, melting the thighs down towards the mat to release completely. Having a nice bend in the spine, if that feels good. Letting the head completely go. The inhale brings you all the way up. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So this time our right foot comes by our left hip or it straightens out in front of us. Step the left toes over, bring the left fingertips behind you. Inhale, right arm lifts, and exhale, take that twist. Really breathe the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Use your hand into your leg into your hand. Belly hugs in. Then exhale, take a little counter twist. Straighten that left leg out like we did on the other side. This time your left hand comes inside and inhale, the right arm comes up and over, making an effort to really open through the shoulder, grounding down through that right hip. Inhale, brings you up, plant the hand behind you, sweep the left arm over, one breath here, then exhale, coming down. This time planting your feet flat on the mat and rolling down to a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging your knees into your chest, breathing in. And as you exhale, let it out through the mouth. So you're going to drop that left foot onto the mat, cross the right leg over the top of it. Coming into reclined pigeon, you grab the thigh or grab the shin and just hug that leg back in towards you. Taking a little rock from side to side. And just noticing which parts feel sticky, where can you breathe into more. Notice where your thoughts are going. And notice if you're holding any tension you can release. Exhale, keeping the legs where they are, bring the left foot down, then cross that right leg over, bring the knees over to the left, your gaze over to the right. Close your eyes and really start to absorb the practice. Next, inhale, brings you through center. Right foot comes straight down, left leg crosses over the top in a figure 4, and you can pull that leg back towards you. Again, noticing, connect to your body. Noticing how this side maybe feels a little bit different to the other side. Just having that awareness, the connection, because sometimes we just don't have it. As you exhale, bring the foot down, cross the knees over, legs over even, and bring the knees down to the right as your gaze comes over to the left. So I find particularly with the breath, I can go all day without actually realizing that I'm breathing really shallow, or I'm kind of holding my breath and not breathing, not creating that space. So stopping or getting on your mat and finding that connection, forcing yourself to slow down, to connect movement with your breath is invaluable. Inhale brings you to center, and let's end with a little Shavasana. Hug your knees in, take a big breath in, then exhale, let it go. Remembering that yoga doesn't have to look in a certain way. It doesn't have to involve 500 handstands or 300 of vinyasas, whatever it is. It's finding that connection, connecting to our true self. Taking a big breath here. Let it go. Staying for as long as you have in Shavasana, whether that's 10 seconds or 10 minutes. I hope you're feeling the energy coursing through your body. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.